Good morning. Good morning. Oh, grand rising. um, oh my God. I'm not even that late. Oh, Melanie. Oh my God. Be nice. Oh, to me. Oh, I'm only a little late. Just a tad. Just a tad. Just a tad. Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness. I was over here listening to Invoke. Don't you wanna be? That's my girls. Ooh, these my girls. Oh. So I was sitting here listening to them while doing some editing, and I stumbled across some white people shit. So let's talk about some white people shit. Just a little bit of white people shit. We're gonna talk about that. I haven't done a morning coffee in a couple days. So I'm like, let me do one. I missed you guys. I love you guys. So buffering is on my end. Buffering. Is it? Is it? It should. It. Well, we'll get it together. Use of the tube. hmm Get it together. Use of the tube. Um. Oh my goodness. I have some coffee, but it's like cold now, so I don't want to drink it. So I'm drinking Powerade instead. So and I only drink the white kind now, a Powerade, which makes me sad because I have braces and I don't want like my teeth to get stained like super bad. So I just try to drink clear drinks and like water. So like I stay away from pop and stuff like that because I'm getting my teeth whitened, of course, because with the brackets over your teeth, you can't brush your full tooth. So yeah. So I'm here for it. So I'm definitely getting my teeth whitened once I get them off. Absolutely. But yeah. So my favorite Powerade was the blue one. I call it the blue one. Y'all know how we is as black people. We don't say the flavor, we say the color. So the blue one, that was my favorite. So and I can't drink it. Like I can, but I don't want to. So I just try to stay with like clear drinks and water. The dentist said, the orthodontist said a year and a half, but the devil is a liar. Um, I was like, yeah, that's not no. Mm-mm. He's like, well, you can't say no. Uh uh no. Absolutely of the knots. That is not happening. He was like, well, they won't all come back together. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. The retainer or retain them where they are, right? He said, yeah. I said, we good. He was like, no, no. I mean, stop trying to tell me about my mouth. Like it belongs to me. If I told you to take these motherfuckers off right now, you would. You wouldn't have a choice. So don't play with me. Stop talking to me about my mouth or like stop giving my mouth rules and all of this stuff. Now I keep these motherfuckers on for a little bit. Soon as these motherfuckers start getting close, take them off. That's good enough. Or did nobody say nothing about you closing them out? No. Shit, hair flip. So he gonna stop trying to tell me about my mouth. Or he's like, now you're gonna need them. Why is you still talking? What? Do the rest of this appointment because we can stop talking about this. Can you finish this appointment? Shit. We about to sit here and argue about my mouth. No. When I'm done, I'm done. Shit. He better hope I don't want him out at the first appointment. On the motherfucker fifth. I might be sitting down like, yeah, take him out. This was cute. Y'all can keep that, keep the money. That's fine. Look, this was cute, but yeah, take him out. And you just have to do it. Oh my God. So yeah, boss, because I was in my feelings about that the other day when I talked to him. I was like, no, are you telling me about my mouth? No, yeah, it belongs to me. Yeah. Hi everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I love you guys. No, I won't miss Blackish. Never watched it. I did Shaquana girl. Shaquana, girl, I watched it, girl. I didn't like watch every season, but I did watch some seasons. Standing said my son has braces and it's been damn near 3 years and his teeth weren't that bad at all. They told us maybe 2 years then when he first got them. I know, Standing, girl, they be trying to run you for your money, girl. Your son got a beautiful smile. And you gonna go in there talking about 6 more months for what? Shit, I ain't about to keep paying for these apartments. Take the motherfuckers out his mouth for shit. They close enough together. Shit, we'll see you back when he missing a tooth. Other than that, but shit, take that shit out. So trying to say my name. It's Shaquana. Ain't it Shaquana? Look. If it's Shaquana, y'all, and all that shit, oh well, girl. Oh my god. I never watched Blackish before. Y'all never watched this? It's because of one of them. That's because y'all didn't like the title. Because it was always the title for me. Why is there ish? Why is there a of the ish? I don't understand. Like, what do you mean? Is the shit black or not? Borderline or what? What are we doing here? So I love Tracy too. Scotty, girl, I love Tracy. I love her and her big booty. I love Diana's daughter. I like Diana, baby. I like her. But girl, that loud heifer, she is just loud in every fucking role. The only role she wasn't loud is when she was enabling an abusive relationship when she played Tina Mama. You heard of her first. And what's love got to do with it when she enabled her daughter to be in an abusive relationship? She was always somewhere hollering. When she was Tony Child's mama on Girlfriend, she was hollering. Just holler wherever she go. So yeah, her loud ass. She all right. A legendary loud actress. She had all the stereo of the typical roles. Go on, girl. Go on, Jennifer, girl. Go on, Jennifer Boo. Do your thing, girl. It's a wonder. Okay, it's a wonder why she ain't got no award. Hooping and hollering. Yeah. So it's a good show. Yeah. Okay, girl. Okay, Dina. I'm gonna let you have that, girl. I'm gonna let you have that, period. Auntie Ratchet. As a ratchet. She pretty than a Hattie and a thicker than Jamie. So, yeah. So, gross. Yeah, Jennifer. See, the screaming for her sin. All y'all, the Jennifers just be hollering. Y'all either hollering or stealing. So she wasn't out as Morris Chestnut Mama neither, but she is stereotypical. She is. She's very stereotypical. Oh yeah, she did play Morris' mother. She did she, girl? She always play somebody fucking mama. The Forever Auntie, the Forever Mama. Did she ever play a young role? I don't think she did. She ain't never play her age. Poor thing. Okay, girl. Hair flip. So I thought the show was boring. Because they had their funny moments. Like I remember I watched this one episode and like she let her kids swear, she let them curse, and that was hilarious. I was cracking up. I was like, this is so cute, like especially when because they bleeped out, so they didn't actually say the curse word, they're just like bleeping them. So, but it was super funny. That was a funny episode because like she really wanted to say something but she couldn't. So, because I would have been like, oh Lord, I would have wanted to knock my kid out the chair if they said that cussing like that. I was like, oh Lord. So the grandmother, the Jennifer, she was pissed. She's like, why you letting these motherfuckers out? Will knock you. So, but yeah, it was fine. And so, they had their moments. But I never liked this show because I just feel like I don't like when they try to make something black because there's a black cast. It's just like if it's a cast, why can't it just be a black cast? Like the Cosby was called the Cosbys, not the blacks. Not the Negroes, not the niggas, nigga-ish. Negro-ish. You know, like I just find like that's stupid. So I just don't get the ish part. Besides the fact is that it is more relatable to more so of like all audiences, but more so of the white audience because the lifestyles that they lead, like the certain careers and the life choices that they made, it's more so to where, you know, white people. So you know, it pushes more to them than it does to black people to me. Um I just feel like we liked real, you know, as black people. If you're gonna center an all black cast and try to make it like a blackish or something like that, it needs to be like a good times, you know, or like a family matters, you know, or something like that. Things that black people can actually relate to, you know, situations that black people can actually relate to, you know. So good times is very relatable, not relatable because people struggling, because we didn't struggle. A lot of people that watch good times, they don't struggle how they did. You know, it's a different type of struggle, you know, than, you know, there's just like we have a better life, you know, the majority of us that are watching those shows. So it's like that's not our actuality, but it is nice to see because we do go through a lot of struggles. There are a lot of hard times, you know, there our families are, they mean a lot to us. You know, our family members, we look at as like presidents and kings and queens, you know, because you know the matriarchs of the family, the grandparents, you know, stuff like that. It's like they're very valid and important, you know. So good times, that show displayed a black family being extremely dependent on one another. Everybody played a role, everybody was valid, everybody was important, and money was the last thing that mattered within the show. Like we didn't care. We we didn't, if they would have moved out and like left and changed the scenery to where they moved in a neighborhood, like a suburban neighborhood or something like that, that still would have like necessarily, it would have been relatable, but still not necessarily. It's the struggle, you know, that they went through, that the life experiences, how we as black people, we don't necessarily live on top of each other, but we are so family oriented that it's just like that. You know, it's kind of like how all of them stayed in the same house and you got Aunt Flo and, you know, like we're a unit, you know, so it's like everybody plays a role, you know, so it was super relatable. Like in nowadays, to where I say a relatable show to where like all races would be like Shameless. Shameless is so fucking relatable. It don't matter what color you are. Shameless is such a relatable show. Just everything about it is relatable. It's real. It's raw. It's like right in your face. You know, it's shit you've walked past, conversations you've heard. You know, like it's so real. You know, like it's just right in your face. You know, everybody living on top of each other, house to house, the kids, you know, basically being grown at an early age and, you know, having to take care of each other and, you know, all of that shit. It's so relatable. You know, that's why people of all races watch, you know, Shameless. You know, so it's a really big show and it's raw. You know, that's uncut. You know, it's just right in your face. You know, from Frank Gallagher, from the drug use to the alcoholism to all of it's so relatable. Whether you have an uncle or an aunt or a parent or a brother or a sister, you know, it's so relatable. Just everything that happens within it, and it's in Chicago. You know, that's another thing to where it's ethnic. It's a melting pot. You see all. I love that show. You know, I liked it because it is sad that it's ending. It is very sad. But I mean, it's had a long run. What 10, 11 seasons? You know, that's a long time. You know, so that's okay. You know, to end a show 11 seasons later. That's great. That means that you had a phenomenal show for 11 years, you know, or however long. It was a great show. So I just liked how raw it is, and I hope they come back out with something like that, just because people need to see shows like that because it's so relatable. And shows like Blackish to me doesn't even relate. So like, I mean, compare, I would say, to a show like Shameless. Like if Shameless won an award over Blackish, I would completely understand why, just because it's so real and raw and, you know, in your face, you know, like whether you like it or not, it's like, because we watched that show. If you've never watched Shameless, I recommend it. And yeah, like you just like the shit that happened, you're like, I cannot believe, but it's so weird that all the shit that Frank, their father, has done to them, they always let him back in. They always let him back around for some odd reason. And it's the same thing within a lot of Black communities. You know, it's a lot of family members that we shall write the fuck off and never speak to again. But for some reason, we let them back around. You know, it's like we don't have the heart to like give up, you know, on them completely. We want to, but it's like for some reason we want to allow it because we all we got, you know, type of situation. So I love that show, and I think it was great. From the younger sister getting pregnant at an early age, I think that that's very influential. So many people go through that, and it needs to be seen in the demographic. I mean, in a different image than like a show like Teen Mom, you know, so where these are actual women that are getting pregnant at a young age. On Shameless, this is an actress. She's acting. You know, Teen Mom is not acting. You know, that's real. You know, I feel like that's more so promoting teen pregnancy than preventing it. That's not a condom to me. You know, I don't think so. I think if anything, it kind of pushes girls to be like, if I get pregnant, I can get on this show. You know, you're not getting pregnant to get on Shameless, but you can get pregnant to get on Teen Mom. You sure can. So, you know, hair flip. So, I always felt that that was an enabler, shows like Teen Mom. I don't think it was a preventative, but, to each his own. But yeah, so Blackish being gone, I'm completely okay with that. I just don't feel like it was relatable to us as Black people. There are situations that they go through, them being educated, them, their kids being in good schools, them living in good neighborhoods. A lot of Black people have the same life. So I'm not saying it's not relatable because they have a lot of, if you will, with parentheses, white qualities. No, that's not a white quality to me. That's a human quality. Anybody can attain a home and attain a career and live in a suburban neighborhood and have a family. Anybody can do that. It doesn't matter what color you are, what race you are. It doesn't matter. Anyone can do that. So that's just relatable in general. You know, but in other ways, how are you going to be relatable to Black people? What are you going through on a day-to-day basis that Black people go through? I feel like it's very important, you know, to show those things. If you're going to name something Blackish, as soon as a Black person turns that show on, they should be able to relate immediately. They call the show Shameless because there's a lot of shame in that show. A lot of shit people should be ashamed of. A lot of shit. But everybody does it and everybody goes through it. You know, they didn't call that show Whitish, you know, because they are white people, but they live how stereotypical Black people would live in a ghetto or in an area of poverty, you know, and shit like that, and not have money, and people around them wouldn't know. They didn't call it whitish, you know, because of that. So I never really understood the ish part, you know. So I'm completely okay with this show being gone. Absolutely, I sure am. Shout out to Wasteland. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. I wouldn't say most of us don't have fathers. I agree. I wouldn't say anything. That's why I said. That's why I didn't like the name of the show Blackish, because I just felt like it was going to be a lot of stereotypes, or I thought at first I thought with a Blackish is them like I thought it was going to be these Black people that were like making fun of like stereotypes and like shit like that. Like I don't know. So I don't know what I thought that it was going to be. When I heard the title, I was completely turned off. So I didn't mind the Black part, but it's just the ish. Like, what does that mean? You know? So I liked it. Yeah, that's what I said. It's a likable show. I'm not saying it was trash. I'm not saying that at all. I watched the episode about the hands up, don't shoot. I watched the episode when she united the girlfriends from the show The Girlfriends. She brought all the women onto the show. I thought that was a great thing. You know, I love Tracy Ellis. I don't have a problem with her at all. I think she's a great actress. She's good at what she does. Sitcom is her thing. I think her doing sitcoms, that is her thing. You know, I do. I think she should go right back into it. You know, but I believe she's producing that show Mixedish or whatever. I think she's producing that. But yeah. So yeah, I'm not saying that it was trash. I'm just saying it just wasn't for me. Like something that I would keep up with. It's not anything that I will follow and be like, oh, this is a great show. Like, no, it's a good show. It's not a great show. A great show you're not going to want to miss. You know, like when Empire first came out, you know, and stuff like that. People love that show. You know, they don't want to miss an episode, you know, when it came to it, you know. So I think it's a little, you know, the first 2 seasons of Blackish was the best. Probably. That's why I didn't completely follow. I just know that Can't lie though, I love the black excellence of it all. I agree with you, was loving the black excellence of it all. But my thing is we should always be shown in that type of light. We should always push as black people that if we're going to do anything like this type of show, that we are always pushing black excellence, because that is going to make black people tune in, because people aspire, to be those things, so I feel like we should always be pushed in black excellence when we are being displayed on television. It's not our fault that they that they typecast us and stereotype us, and every time a black girl's on a show, she has to be the sister with the, with attitude, or when a black guy's on a show, he's playing a black guy, like literally, so that's not necessarily our fault, so but when we do get an opportunity to be able to produce our own work, it should be us showing ourselves in a good light. That's why I like to show The Game and stuff like that. Melanie was in med school. This is a black woman that is transitioning her life with a male athlete that graduated from college. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, and they have all of this drama and chaos around them, and we live for it. But they have careers established, they know what they want out of life, they are securing a coin legally, like that's great. Like, we should be shown that way. The black women on those shows were in beautiful dresses, and their makeup was great. Everything about it was great. They displayed a lot of beautiful black women of all different shades, colors, from Janae to Jusadora to Tia to Wendy, I mean, the older beauty, the younger beauty, the mid beauty. I mean, just they showed it all, and that was great. That's why I loved the show The Game. I loved it. That's why I love the show Girlfriends. I love that show. These 4 black or 5 black, beautiful black women, or women of color, that are getting it. Even with Lynn, with the struggle with the career, she was still in college. How many damn degrees the Lynn had? The girl wasn't dumb. The girl wasn't stupid. She wasn't dumb. She just didn't know what she wanted to do. But it was still a great show, and I have that lost frame with other girls with the careers, that wanted to help her succeed in life. That was wonderful. Even the show The Parkers, with Nikki going back to college after she successfully raised her daughter and got her daughter to college, she decided to further her education. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. We should always be shown in a good light, because we're good people. We're not all, just the neighbors, the area, the neighborhoods that have poverty and a lot of crime. That's everywhere. It's not just with our race. And so when we are displayed, it shouldn't always be a drug dealer or a thug or a black woman that's single with no father around, or wasn't. Like, it shouldn't be losing Isaiah every time. Like, no, it shouldn't be like that. It absolutely shouldn't. Like, no, we should be shown in a good light, because we're good people. So, we have drama just like anybody else. I mean, what the fuck? But we are smart, we are educated, we are powerful, just like anybody else. So, I mean, we should always be shown in that light. So I don't feel like we should have to, only praise shows that show us in a good light, because we should always be shown that way. I mean, like, they are. I mean, they are. When they show themselves, shows like ER, Grey's Anatomy, all of that. Okay, what type of light are they showing themselves in? So when we have a show, why does it gotta be, why does it have to be the soul plane and shit like that? Like, no, fucking airplane with hydraulics on it and shit. Like, no, it don't that's not us. Every black man ain't walking around with multiple platinum chains on for no fucking reason. Every black man isn't cheating. Every black, like, it's, like, we should, every black man ain't no gangbanger. Every black man hasn't been to prison. So I mean, why every time they want to show us do we have to be displayed in that way? Like, crazy. So, but no, we should always be shown in a good light. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Another great show I came with for. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll be dropping another video today. We will be dropping another video today. All right, I'm gonna watch Shameless now. Yes, Shameless is a good show, and it's a lot of seasons, so it's not a show that you can start watching, because when you start to binge watch something, you get sad when it's about to be over. But with Shameless, there's plenty of seasons, like 10, almost 11 seasons. So it's plenty to watch. So and the last season is airing now, I believe. So, but it's a good show. It really is. It's a good show. In my opinion. I like what I like, you like what you like, but it's a good show. It is. It is. Shameless. Yeah, I was sad too. Well, not necessarily because I agree that those actors have been on set for a very long time, and if they want to move on and do other projects, I feel like they should be able to do that. When you are doing shows, you are stuck in that contract, so you don't have much wiggle room, to do other things. That's why Fiona, I believe that's why she left the show. I believe she left because she wanted to do other things. And it's hard to do when you have to schedule everything around doing that show. So it's like, girl, I've been doing this shit for 11 years, 10 years, well, 9 at the time, I believe. Like, it's like, yeah, it's time for me to move around. Like, I have, other stuff. And she knows when something's coming to, everybody knows when something's coming to an end. And a show like that, it has to end at some time. No show goes on forever. So, yeah, it has to end. So, I mean, I thought it was going to end at season 10. I was surprised they got an 11th. So, but yeah, shout out to Shameless. It's a good show and very relatable. Very relatable. Even if you haven't lived that life, it makes you interested. Grand Rising. I think ABC and these other channels are going off air or go off air without having any shows. I don't know what's going on with cable. I know I don't have it. I know I don't have it. And I think a lot of people don't. I think YouTube is the new cable. And Netflix, Hulu, and so on and so forth. I just feel like people are, over cable. I do. I think cable is slowly but surely becoming a thing of the past. So, I do. I think it is. So, but yeah, let's get into the other show that's being canceled. Thank God. Ellen, how you doing? Let's see what she has to say. Ugh.
I'm glad that you thanked your Ellen fans or whatever you call your nation. But 18 years, 19 years on TV doesn't change your life. It exposes you for the person that you really are. Ellen, and here's the thing. I'm glad that you thanked your Ellen fans or whatever you call your nation. But 18 years, 19 years on TV doesn't change your life. It exposes you for the person that you really are. Ellen, and here's the thing.
No, I agree with how you do it. I agree with what she's saying because we got to know that Wendy was a cokehead. We got to know that she was in a transitional house for a rehab type of facility, and it was only men. We find that weird. You as a woman in a men's facility, but whatever. We got to find out that your husband ain't shit. We got to find out that you cheated and he cheated, and we got to find out all type of shit about you. That you are a horrible woman. So you are right. You are absolutely right. You tried it. Mm-hmm. You are right. We got to find out a lot of shit about you, girl. You are right. Oh, you are right. We got to find out you are a fake ass coke using bitch. Yeah, we got to find out a lot of shit about you, ho. So the Cowardly Lion has decided to talk her shit like she ain't sitting there with an audience of 2 people and the ticket's free. Girl, be careful what you talk about because you just might get it, girl. Because Wendy, you've been over with. You are over there with the struggle twerk. You are over there with the struggle view, bitch. Or with the struggle view, bitch. Girl, ain't nobody feeling you, girl. Nobody feeling you. With somebody of your like alleged celebrity caliber, you should be talking to everybody. You should be talking to everybody. All the Hollywood's who's. Girl, you don't. You just got into an argument with Jocelyn. Girl, you just got into an argument with Jocelyn or Hernandez. Oh, girl, you want to just argue with Rihanna on your show, girl? Girl, you weren't just arguing with Jennifer of the Lopez. Girl, bitches don't like you. Don't nobody like you, Wendell. Girl, don't nobody like you. Ellen was feeling the pressure, but is Tiffany Haddish taking her spot? That funny mole having bitch better not be getting that motherfucker spot for what? That is a waste of cable. That is a waste of cable. That is a waste of cable. Ellen, that little white man, that little white boy, her little weird looking ass, them fucking ears, and that shortcut, weird. Yeah, her boy looking ass, Ellen, that let's be honest. Fuck you sitting here with a boy cutting his gray. Sitting look like Steve Martin with titties. Okay, girl. Yeah, I said it. You're sitting there looking like Steve Martin with titties. Girl. Oh my god, I'm sitting there looking like that man with titties. So girl, Tiffany of the Haddish better not be getting that spot because she keeps saying she fucking comment. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. She is not funny. She isn't funny. Where's her material? Where's her stand-ups? Like what? Oh my goodness. Tiffany is a basic bitch with a mole. 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 Shut up, girl. Like she needs to sit her ass down somewhere. I'm so sick of that Haddish hoe. I'm so sick of her. Like, girl, go sit the fuck down. I'm talking. Why are you here? Honestly, I feel like Just Hilarious should be where she is. I do. I do. I don't feel like Tiffany is deserving. You're not deserving. Because you made bad decisions with men sleeping in your cars and shit and decided to beg a motherfucker $4,000. People still buying you cars and shit because they feel sorry for your broke ass. Like, girl, I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her, girl. You are not funny and you do not deserve the recognition that you get because the talent does not back it. It does not back it. It's not a grind. That's a struggle. It's not a grind. It's a struggle. It's not. Kevin Hart struggled to grind to get to where he is because his talent backed it up. It's no different than any other big celebrity, Dave Chappelle, anybody else. That's somebody that's grinding because you have a talent along with it. Mike Epps, all of those people, they were grinding, not her. That's not a grind. That's a beg. Attention seek. That is what that is. Just Hilarious is way fucking funnier than her. Just Hilarious gets on that stage. She does. She's not showing up drunk and making that the reason why she did a fucking horrible show. Why she getting booed off a fucking stage, and shit like that. Just ain't getting booed off no stage. She came here. Just came here on a comedy tour to Minnesota. Just as funny. She did a good job. Tiffany ain't no motherfucking funny. No, Kevin Hart to me, when he first came out, he made me giggle. But he's not my funny. He's not my type of funny to where when I want to go watch something funny, I'll go watch him. No, I'll go watch like the Queens of Comedy or the Kings of Comedy or some of Red Fox's old stuff or Harlem Nights, or something like that if I really want to laugh. I don't go, or Kevin or Cat Williams, or something like that. I don't go watch no fucking Kevin when I feel like laughing because he doesn't make me laugh. I feel like he feels that anytime he opens his mouth, he should make somebody laugh. When you do that, you become dull. You become really bland because that's what people expect. So if you're not coming with something new every time you open your mouth with a knee slapper, you're going to dry yourself out. That's why people like Cat, because Cat kept it real. Cat kept it real. So you got to relate to Cat Williams in a completely different way than you got to relate to Kevin. Cat is trying to relate to his audience, and his audience is Black people. If white people and Latin people and other people just so happen to be there, great. But you know who his target audience is. That's why he's so funny. Kevin is too worried about trying to relate to everybody. That's when he lost his little sauce that he did have. You too worried about making sure that white people watch you too. Like, you're weird. Like, it's just do you. Eddie Murphy did all of his commentary for Black people. And look where he is today. Same thing with Martin Lawrence, and others. Martin stemmed all of his comedy towards Black people. because that's his experience. His experience is black people. So Kevin needs to stop acting like he was born in a white family or adopted by white people. And it like, no, that's not your life. Relate to what you can relate to. Like you're trying too hard. Like sit still. You're doing too much. Like you're doing way too much. Like sit back. Cat, he never did too much. Cat was just Cat. He was just being him. And he is naturally funny. Natural. Just walking in the room, you having a conversation with him. He may not even say something to make you laugh. You just laugh just because of how he said it. He's not in here trying to impress you. He's just having a conversation. He's just being interviewed. I feel like Kevin is the type of person when he's being interviewed, he's trying to pinpoint things and ways to try to make it funny. No, just be you, bitch. This is an interview with you, ho. Like we're not interviewing the comedian, we're interviewing the person. So can we just hear how you feel and what you? Because then people get to look at you in a different way. They get to feel like they know you. It's too much. It's too much. So I like Cat. I do. I've always liked Cat Williams. He reminds me of a legend. Like he's legendary to me. Like a Richard Pryor or a Ref Fox. People like that. He's up there. Like Dave Chappelle. He's still a legend. Eddie Murphy, legend. Martin Lawrence, legend. So I will give Cat that too. I feel like if you gave Cat Williams his own sitcom and like gave it like a Bernie Mac feel and let him do his own thing with his own, and let him put his own comedy in there, I think that show would be great. And I think that it would go for a long time. But I think if you gave it to Kevin Hart, I don't think it would last long. I don't. Like that black dude that was in the movie, shit, what was that movie called? Shit. What is that movie called? With the T and all that shit, the black dude, and he was under hypnosis. They said it was Kanye West. What was that movie called? It escapes me. Y'all gonna make me Google it. Girl. Get Out. Sorry, I was somebody. Just sorry. Distracted. Okay, Get Out. So yes, Get Out. Okay, that black dude, the bigger black dude. What was his name? See, because I don't remember these people. But what was his name? The one that got his own show and Just Hilarious was on his sitcom show that he got. What was his name? The friend, the black dude that was in the movie, the one he kept calling, the main character. He kept calling the black dude because he got his own show. What was his name? Lil Rel. Was it Lil Rel? Lil Rel, yeah, him. Lil Rel. Thank y'all. Y'all saying y'all get to chat a little bit slow. Y'all tried it. Ooh, Lord, that's okay. Lil Rel. Oh my God, it did not take all of y'all. Thank you. I'm not about to ask y'all no more questions. Okay, it was okay. Oh Lord, that's probably why he crashed that car. Look. Okay, I'm not asking y'all no more questions. I'm not asking no more fucking questions because y'all did not have to say it like that. Y'all yelling. That means y'all yelling. It did not take all of y'all. We're gonna have a meeting about this. Yes, it's the emphasis. It's too many of y'all. My God. Hooping and hollering at me and shit. I forgot. Oh, shit. So, hair flip, I asked y'all no more. Let me get something to drink. I'm gonna ask y'all shit else. You ain't gotta worry about it. Shit else. Oh. But Lil Rel got that show. And Just Hilarious is on, and that shit got canceled immediately. That shit didn't last long at all. So it's a little different, when you're actually funny. He's not funny. You can't be because that show tanked. If you were funny, it would have lasted. It didn't. So what you laughing at, girl? What did you laughing at, girl? So yeah. So you can tell who's actually a legend and who's not. So it probably was funny enough to get canceled. So funny that motherfucker got canceled. Them ratings were hilarious because it got canceled. Yeah. So, but I just feel like if they would have made it based off of Jess, I think that, and they let her kind of I think that they should have just gave her more of a chance. I think Jess could go far. I think Jess Hilarious could go far. I do. Now don't get me wrong, that's my girl. I like her. I like Jess Hilarious. I think she has talent. I do. I'm never a hater, and I wouldn't hate on Tiffany Haddish. I just don't think she's funny. If she's funny, I would say it. I would give her credit. Yes, I would. I would give it to her. But she is not funny. She's not. Like, that's why I don't understand why people. I'm like, why the fuck do she keep coming up? Like, she is not fun. She's the furthest thing from funny. Like, girl, like she put too much on it. Being an idiot doesn't. It's people need to laugh with you, not at you. So if they're laughing at something you're doing versus you, it's a little different. We laughed with Monique. When Monique stood on that stage, it was times to where she couldn't even finish saying what she was saying because she was already laughing. And we were laughing right with her. We weren't laughing at her. Like, look, this bitch wig. Like, no, we're laughing. She was funny. She knows how to control an audience. She knows how to rock a stage. She knows how to do all of that. And she did it as a bigger woman. She did it as a plus size woman. All you got is a mole. So it's just like, girl, like, she's trash. Like, she really is. Like, that, I got a headache sitting there trying to make that bitch funny. When I listened to one of her stand-ups from back in the day, I'm like, girl, you been trash. I was like, oh yeah, because as a comedian, you got to make me laugh within the first 60 seconds. If I don't laugh within the first, and I'm giving you 60 seconds, because just because your first joke didn't hit doesn't mean your second one won't. So as a comedian, you either got to be a good joke teller or you got to be a good storyteller, like one or the other, because stories can be funny, very funny, and how you tell it, so you got to be one or the other, and she is neither. She's not a good storyteller because her stories be corny as fuck, like just dumb as hell. And girl, your jokes are, I haven't heard one yet. You don't have any catchphrases. You don't have any sayings that stick. Nothing. Nothing. There's no show I can name and say, go check this out. When Martin Lawrence, you got Run Tell That. Run Tell That was one of the biggest stand-ups he ever did. Like, you don't have any of that. Like, you're not a legend. You don't deserve your title. You don't. Saying a bunch of bizarre shit does not make you funny. Like, it doesn't. Like, you're not funny. You're bland. So I mean, like, ugh. Like, girl, you are a mediocre, like, you are comedy whore. You're one of the ones that try to add sex in it to make you funny. Some more did the same thing. She added sex into her comedy, but it was funny. Every black person that's seen the Queens of Comedy remember that about Some More. Everybody remembers that. Some More added slut comedy like into her, but it was funny. I never looked at Some More as a slut or anything like that. I just felt like she was a little freaky, funny person. She's funny, she's freaky. She adds that in her comedy. Same thing with what's her name? I'm not asking y'all. Nope. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. Lunel, yeah, because I'm not asking y'all. Look, I'm not asking y'all no more. Hell no. Y'all about to hoop holler at me. Lunel, she does the same thing, but it was actually funny. So like that's the difference. Between making something funny and it not being funny. Like Lunel is funny. And she's funny when she adds it in her comedy. Tiffany, no, you're boring as fuck. No, Carolyn, I'm not asking y'all shit. I'm not asking y'all nothing else. Nothing else. Let me pull my Google up just in case. Hold on, let me pull my Google up. Because, I'm not asking y'all nothing other fucking else. Let me pull this up. Period. Okay, period. So, yeah, okay. Now, I don't need y'all. Thanks, all. Thanks, Carolyn. No, thank you. No, thank you. Internet, none of y'all. Keish, none of y'all. I don't need nothing from y'all. Thank you. Ellen was born too. Absolutely, I agree. Ellen is not funny to me. This little white boy man is not funny to me. I do not like Ellen. I don't give a damn what she say with them weird ass teeth. Them eyes is weird. I feel I don't know, something wrong with that girl. She had on an ankle monitor and she didn't tell us why. I had a problem with that. I said, "Are you gonna tell us about that bling on your ankle or nah?" Ellen, are you gonna tell us, girl? Does this have anything to do with Epstein? Like, girl, what's up with you on Oprah with these matching jewelry kits on your ankle? What's the tea, girl? I don't know. House arrest was in. I don't know that was in this season. Hair flip. I didn't know that, girl. Yeah. So, what's going on with that ankle monitor? And is that why you're leaving the show, bitch? Yeah. Tell it. What's the tea? Let me find out you're going to jail. You're going to jail, girl. Let me find out. So, girl, are you quitting the show because allegedly you were on Epstein Island and you're a lesbian? Mm. Mm. Let me find out, girl. Ellen. Hair flip. So, she's leaving, and we could care the fuck less. We absolutely could. I don't give a fuck about Ellen leaving her show. Bajo, 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 bajo. So, hair flip. So, yeah, we don't give a good goddamn about bye. So, so we don't give a fuck. She done made enough money, committed enough motherfucking crimes behind the scenes, treating people like shit, racist, all type of shit. Girl, we don't give a good goddamn about this bitch. This Steve Martin looking bitch with titties. We don't care about this old man. We don't care. We don't care. Oh my God, leave. And you better not start a show nowhere the fuck else. Ugh. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. So, yeah, fuck Ellen. Mm-hmm. The long way. Hold on, I wanted to show y'all this because we gotta get out of here because I have to go to the gym and I have to finish my editing for the video we're going to drop today. So where is it? And we're doing a hot topics tomorrow. Where is it? Where is it's not far, right here. Boom. So I don't know if you guys seen this, but Timberland said that his new house was built, right? And this is not real. It's like a digital whatever. So I guess it's like the prototype or whatever. But I think he's trying to tell us something. I think he's trying to tell us something. All I'm gonna say is look at this air of the plane with the car being in the pool. I feel like he's trying to tell us that gas, because you know it's gas low in a lot of states right now. So he's trying to tell us that we fucked. And I also think that he is trying to tell us, look at the land, because y'all know me, I'm nosy. I look at everything. Look at the land underneath the plane. Look. Everything looks dead. Everything looks dead. I don't see nothing's green. Everything is brown. So yeah. So and then if you also look ahead of him, there's something beneath him, that like tower. I don't know what that white look like, a castle. I don't know what that is over there, but it looks like that's what he's talking about. I don't feel like he's talking about the airplane within itself. I feel like y'all looking at it wrong. I feel like you should look at the ground. Like, because one, the plane isn't high off of the ground if we're able to see that building structure that close to whatever that is, rather whatever, you know, it is what I believe is a structure, not, you know, and that was all digitized, you know, so it was created. So I feel like he's trying to tell us something about this earth. I feel like he's trying to tell something. Y'all know they're building that hotel out there or in the galaxy. Mm-hmm. Y'all know they're building that hotel off that beach. Mm-hmm. Outside of Earth in Elysium Beach. Girl, I feel like he's trying to tell us something. I feel like he's trying to tell us something, y'all. I feel like y'all looking at this wrong. Y'all worry about that car and that pool. Now, look at the ground. Look at the ground. Oh, do you see any fucking humans? Do you see humans? Any neighborhoods? Or what? Like, yeah, nothing, right? Okay. So I don't know if that structure ahead of him is a building or if it's a mountain, because it could be one or the other. But I don't think it's a mountain because that's pretty low for the airplane to be to the ground for, that to be, I don't believe that's a mountain. It might be like a structure, something built. So, I don't know. I find that weird. So I wasn't paying attention to this plane. Fuck that plane. I wasn't paying attention to that shit at all. So, yeah. So I feel like he letting us know it's time to get the fuck up out of here. So I don't know what's coming, but he's letting us know that something's coming. I think this is a warning. Because these people be knowing stuff before we know. The elite. So Timberland would definitely be a part of the elite. So yeah, I don't see anything green. Everything looks dead. I don't see any water. Yeah. So what's teal? What's teal? And then what else did I notice? I had noticed something else. Yeah, I just feel like he kind of letting us know that the end is near. I don't know which end, but it's an end near. Absolutely. So yeah, so y'all better pay up attention. Be prepared. Be prepared. Oh, somebody said what space what hotel. Okay, so NASA is building a hotel right now that is going to orbit Earth. So you can pay and you can fly and stay out in this hotel that will orbit Earth. So, and it's completely livable. So like you can literally live out there. So if they're already making shit for us to go and visit, imagine what they already have out there. They show us and tell us what they want us to know. Every time they do something, I always think about what they did prior. So if you are building a hotel that can orbit Earth and not like so that you can literally live in that orbiting hotel, right? What have you already built? What don't we know? Because they give us everything last. So touchscreen, heat sensor, all of that. We got all that shit last. They've been had that motherfucking technology. They give us things in doses. They give us the things that they feel like we can handle. So if you have an iPhone 13, they have an iPhone 24. If you have a 2021 Ford truck, they have a 2056. So it's that's just what they give us. What they have, what they only give us what they can control. So they're not going to give us anything that they can't control. So if you see what I'm saying? So when we get new gadgets and new things and shit, and we're like, oh, this is dope, the updates and no, it's this, they already had this shit. We just getting it. Well, hovercrafts and jetpacks and all of that shit. So now you can go to beaches and you can jetpack to where the water jetpacks you in the air. Those things are real. To where you can literally fly around the sky. We haven't gotten them yet, but we will. Eventually, once they figure out how to completely control it, then yeah, you can't just go buy an airplane without certain people's permission. You can't take off in an airplane without permission. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like anything that we have, they control. We don't get to control it. You don't get to just buy an airplane and just get to just fly wherever you want when you want. No, just like if there's traffic on Earth, there's traffic in the sky. So we are completely controlled. So anything that they give us, they fully know how to control it. Otherwise, they wouldn't give it to us. So that's the thing. They're not about to give us anything that we could use against them. So that is, it is what it is. So, hair flip. So that's just how I look at it. If they have a hotel out there and they're already hiring, you can put an application in to work at this hotel that is going to orbit Earth. You can work there. You can fill out an application right now and work there. Yes. Like the air. Yes, it is literally a space station, basically, that is a hotel that orbits Earth. So it just keeps, going around Earth. So, you just get to, so if you're able to do that, what else is out there? Because you got to think of the risk. Like, what if the the orbit fell off, or what if this, or what if that. So they have other things set already, So I feel like they already have hotels and homes and, you know, colonies that they're probably going to make in the future. I feel like they already have all those things there. So there are literally going to be people within the next, I feel, 15 to 20 years that no longer live on Earth. Like they don't live here anymore. Seriously. Hmm. So yeah, so they're literally within the next 15, not even, I would say maybe even the next 10, 5 to 10 years, that there are literally going to be people that no longer live on Earth. Because if most people that own hotels live on them or live near it, how the fuck you gonna own a hotel here on Earth if it orbits the Earth? You need to be there. So just that hotel owner alone no longer lives on Earth can say, I don't live on Earth. Oh shit. So that is literally about to be possible. So if it's going to be possible to, no longer live here and will be able to survive in outer space, think about it. Gas is running out. We have illnesses on Earth that are plaguing people to where imagine living in an isolated place to where you don't have to worry about sickness, illness, or anything like that. You know, literally. If you take a colony of people that all have no diseases, no string in their history of their family history of like cancer, or anything like that, and you place all of them in a clean facility to where it's like a natural clean earth or whatever, you could create a whole new world. Hmm. You could rid disease. You could do a lot of those things because most diseases are hereditary. So, and with like cancers and things like that, but with STDs and things like that, it's more so of a cycle of them transferring. If everybody that has ever had an STD or anything like that has gotten treated, it wouldn't be at a high rate. It would be gone. Like you could literally like abolish, disease if, everyone's treated. So, but if no one has had it or came in contact with it, you don't have to worry about it. So you could create literally, your own like race. If you will, shout out to Creme de la Creme. I love your name. Thank you for the super sticker, sweetie. Thank you. So yes, a whole new world, a whole new world. So yeah. So they can definitely do that. They can like a total recall, absolutely. So, but this is going to be a total reality. It's going to be a total reality, girl. So yeah, but they absolutely can. They can do that. So there are literally going to be people within the next 5 to 10 years to say that they weren't born on Earth. If you have a child in an orbit that is orbiting Earth, that means that your child was born in outer space. Not that your child was born, your child is an earthling, at that point in time. So literally, you could say, I had my baby in space. You were born in the galaxy. You were born in the galaxy. You weren't born here. You're not from Earth. So yeah. So this is our future. So they have spotted many aliens, and well, I'm not gonna say aliens, but unidentified, things have come into our orbit many of times. They even grounded or made two planes turn around. I heard this radio broadcast over, I think I was on the dark web, and there were these radio broadcasts, which is a compilation of them making planes reroute because there was like flying things coming, and they had no idea, and it was a significant size, and they had no idea what it was. It was completely unidentified. And so yeah, there has been plenty of things, that has orbited this earth. And so yeah, I wouldn't call them aliens. I would call them they're from wherever they are. So do I believe that other people or other things live out there? Absolutely. Absolutely. How can we determine what's not if we haven't been? How can we say what's on Pluto if we've never been? How can we say what's on Saturn if we've never been? And those fucking planets probably feel like ain't shit on Earth. Like if they even know about it. So it's the same difference. So they probably, they so far from us, you know, they probably don't even know, where we are, that we exist, So I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, I can't say what's on a planet no one's charted. So nobody can say there's no other life out there. How do you know? That is an assumption. If we are here, why wouldn't people be where they are, or whatever they are, whomever they are, rather, because they look at us and call us creatures, because if we look different from them, so by us looking different from them, why are they aliens and we aren't? So I mean, it's the same thing. So yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what's out there. I'm not gonna say that nothing else is out there though. If we are here, why wouldn't there be something there? That's just what I'm saying. Yeah. And so they can't say, oh, well, on these planets, they don't have oxygen. How do you know? How the fuck do you know? If there's no water, there's no oxygen. How do you know? Maybe on their planet, they don't need oxygen. What the fuck? Maybe they breathe out oxygen and in carbon dioxide. Like, what the fuck? Like, you don't know that. Like, what the, yeah, you haven't been there or been close enough to see any fucking thing anyway. And there has been certain, footage of their rovers and shit that they don't send out there in space, to where there have been things that have destroyed their rovers. How does your rover get destroyed? It wasn't due to weather conditions or anything like that. Something destroyed it. What was it? But you swear, since there's no water, that there's nothing living there, that there's nothing breathing or moving there, because we can't survive there. No, that's why we're on Earth, because this is where the fuck we supposed to be. Everything isn't meant to be discovered. Some things should be left alone. Some people, I'm just saying, everything is not meant to be discovered. If it's bears hibernating in a cave and you fall in a hole inside of that cave and there's no way out, mm, that's something that probably you should have never discovered. That's somewhere you probably should have never been. You should have just left well enough alone. So I mean, her flip. So I mean, that's them fucking with people. So what's that's them sending shit over there to their planets, and if like, oh, y'all want to send shit? Well, we sending something too. Now send something back where the fuck that came from. Follow that fucking rover. So it's that y'all sending droids and drones and shit out there looking at shit. All of that, y'all doing that, or shit, leave them people alone. leave them the fuck alone. Shit, cause they come down here with motherfucking laser vision. They come over here with laser vision and shit. All right, nah. She gonna go fuck with Kryptonia. Then a bunch of motherfucking Supermans and shit. Leave them people alone. Shit. Greedy motherfuckers. Earth just think it can own everything. No. Shit, we don't just take over no planet. They on Mars to see if we can take it over. Like, fucking thieves. Like, quit stealing every fucking thing. Shit. They just gonna claim it. What if Pluto did? What if Saturn said that they about to have Mars? Always stealing some shit. Oh my goodness. Ugh, I cannot deal. We don't know who claimed Mars. Shit. Oh my goodness. I'm sick of this shit. They always trying to get us in some shit. Then talk about some we. No, we didn't send no motherfucking drone over there. We didn't put no astronauts in no missile and send them over there. We didn't say nothing about going to the motherfucking moon. Shit, we ain't say none of that shit. That's what Charles set the fuck up there and said. Now they come here, we gotta fight for it. Now ain't no we. See, you motherfuckers do it. Y'all, them aliens need to go straight to NASA. Shit, go tell them motherfuckers up. Shit, we ain't no we leave us the fuck alone or shit, go get them. Shit, I don't blame y'all. Y'all want shit on y'all planet, I get it. Shit, the earth don't let us do shit. We can't even fly our motherfucking planes without calling their ass and shit. Seeing if it's okay with them. They ain't asked y'all if it was okay for them to send drones and shit over there. They did, and y'all is right. Y'all is right. Y'all got every reason to go drop 6 motherfucking bombs on whatever y'all gonna drop it on. But don't drop it on us. Because we as a planet didn't decide that shit. We ain't sat no meeting, them white people did. And then they decided that we as qualifications is gonna send this shit out there. That's you. Shit, leave us alone. It's so great. But yeah, I gotta go, y'all. I love y'all. We will be live. Well, I'll be dropping a video later, but we'll be live tomorrow doing a hot topics. Thank you everybody for the super chats and all this. So, yes, the corrupt government of Texas. Right, girl, they're trying to get us killed. Texas, girl, we ain't do shit. So, here, flip. So, I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. So, until then. Bye. Thanks for joining me.